Tucker. She currently works at a company called Pendulum. She is the project manager at Pendulum, and her job is, quote, building out the Pendulum platform to empower narrative-based intelligence. She also previously worked for the Wisconsin DOJ, where she worked as a program and policy analyst. So this is her LinkedIn profile, which again glows like the sun. This is how you know somebody is an intel analyst or asset. She clearly works for the intelligence community. According to their website, Pendulum states narratives contain threats and opportunities and works to control them. Pendulum says their solution is to collect, process, and store multi-medium content, even if it is deleted, that uses what they call their narrative engine to filter said content based on the narrative you want to amplify and track. So check this out. They're upset about not being able to control the narrative anymore, because now there's YouTube channels, there's independent journalists like me, people come to us to get the truth now because they know that you guys lie to them and just try to control the narrative. And so this is what they've created. They want to be able to track what we're doing across all platforms and in real time so they can counter narratives they don't like. The problem: narratives impact every part of a business. They compel communities to take action online and in person, generating opportunities and risks for strategy, personnel, and assets. However, community engagement in narratives is a fast-moving, dynamic, and happening and difficult to analyze mediums. So here's where they describe the issue. Today, content creators, they mean independent journalists, prefer video and audio over text because these platforms are better at engaging audiences. Also, content creators now use multiple platforms to push different types of content, avoid moderation. Why do you care about moderating these platforms? And engage with their audience in different ways. So, simultaneous access to multiple video and audio platforms such as YouTube, BitChute, and podcasts, and the ability to analyze content across them are now required to be able to effectively track and analyze community engagement with narratives. Also, each platform is designed to empower its tens of millions of users to easily build communities, distribute content, drive narratives. This means narratives that affect your community or company are spreading in many directions at once, and the threats and opportunities from them can be anywhere at any time. Easily track and analyze your Pendulum intelligence, going from top-level summaries to individual pieces of content to quickly spot trends and potential drivers of risk. Monitor 24 hours a day. So they created lists of people like content creators, YouTube content creators that cover geopolitics, things like that. And they've put together a list of 7,500 of what they call political YouTube channels. This channel's probably on that list, and they monitor them in real time, they say. Pendulum says it uses AI to help intelligence teams increase their influence and monitor narratives that may be threatening not only to brands and executives, but also specifically list ESG as a topic to monitor. Here is an example of their tracking software with using the writer's strike to enforce the narrative of wage exploitation. So they want to enforce narratives, single pane of glass for horizon scaling, strategic intelligence, measure impact, automated threat discovery and monitoring. This sounds exactly like what Jason Chambers was doing with Exa Intel. Pendulum's evergreen AI threat models help intelligence teams force multiply and increase their influence. Force multiply, increase influence. Some of the narratives Pendulum monitors includes that issue from the pandemic, hesitancy about it, misinformation, election fraud, domestic extremism, and that topic. So exactly what you would expect from glowies and spooks. Now, getting into the board members, I don't want to go to all of them. This is a very long list, and when I mean long, I mean long. I considered going through all of these, but that would make this literally an hour-long video. So instead, I recommend you look up Jacktron Prime here and find this thread. Basically, every single person that works at Pendulum, literally, it worked for the intelligence community, one agency or another. One literally worked for the CIA. So, of course, Karlin Younger being there, of course, she works for an agency as well. Every single person there does. Now, moving along, this is a thread by Thomas Massey. You can find that. He just posted this today. He interviewed Dan Tuono, yes, that Dan Tuono from the Whitmer case, about Karlin Younger is mentioned here. So he brings up the pipe bomb from the Day of Infamy. If you're just becoming familiar with the rapidly collapsing narrative of the Jan 6 pipe bombs, I suggest reading Darren Beatty's comprehensive and insightful coverage of this topic. The purpose of this thread is to post the original transcript. So he should have asked much more about the Whitmer thing.